put it simply, this here is a movie that puts countless others to shame. To think that a ton of movies with a budget of 200 million plus can be outshone by a single movie with a meager budget of $15 million and actually make damn good use of the effects is saying something. Godzilla Minus One has broken new ground by making a film where the audience actually cares more about the character's safety rather than Godzilla action. The film takes place right after World War II as we follow a kamikaze pilot named Shikishima as he returns home to Tokyo in shambles. His parents were killed in a raid and he is now responsible for a young woman named Noriko who's caring for a baby named Akiko. The movie wastes no time starting with a Godzilla tease but does more than provide an action scene. It establishes Shikishima as a scared young man who should have never gone to war. It's a tragic yet beautiful drama that just has to do with Japan trying to come back from the devastation of war. Making reference to the title, Japan was already at 0, but Godzilla brings it to -1. The build up and progression over how it takes place within a 3-year period is well paced, and we get to see the growth of the characters creating a natural arc. It's also one of the few movies where you want the characters to be away from Godzilla since you grow to like them. And it being a 2-hour film, I never felt bored, miserable, or felt the length of the film was unwarranted. Director Takashi Yamazaki uses his time wisely and paces each scene perfectly. We see dramatic moments play out and the planning segments are exciting. It's cool to see a fresh perspective on how they take down Godzilla. Yamazaki was the director as well as the writer, and he has been a special effects supervisor in multiple projects including Godzilla Minus One. The special effects here are perfect. Despite having a budget 10 times less than the average Hollywood blockbuster, the efficiency is incredible. Just like Shin Godzilla, Minus One looks like it should cost more than what it actually did. Aside from maybe 1 or 2 shots, the special effects were so good I was always convinced everything I was watching was really on screen. Helping with the special effects is the excellent production design and color of the film. With a very distinct period piece setting as well as the post-war look of Tokyo, while most of the film takes place in only a few locations, they do a lot with them to really make it feel like we are back in 1947. Godzilla himself was absolutely stunning. The camera angles they use to show how big he is are amazing to see. My favorite shot from the movie is when his head clears through a cloud of smoke. The intensity of the scene and the stakes involved are massive. When they finally reveal his spikes raising for his nuclear blast, it's done so well and was simply breathtaking. It had my heart pumping in the theater. The Godzilla depicted here is a far different beast than prior versions. Everything about him is destructive, a bleak, apocalyptic, inevitable force that only serves to cause pain and destruction. There is nothing redeemable about Godzilla. He is suffering. Despite this dark outlook, the film takes a humanistic approach, inferring that all lives are valuable. The war is not about dying, it's about living. This film seems to double as commentary as Japan's reckless sacrifice of soldiers in World War II and their use of weapons of mass destruction. I'm not sure I've seen a scarier depiction of a kaiju in a movie before. He's used relatively sparingly too, particularly in the middle, but every single time he appears he ups the ante significantly. Seeing this in an IMAX theater really did it justice. The roar nearly blows your eardrums out. Usually the kaiju movies, I feel the human elements the most dreadful and painstaking. This movie was different. It held an emotional core that was needed and worked to amplify the destruction of Godzilla wrought every time he popped back up. Godzilla Minus One is an exceptional monster movie, putting the Warner Brothers take on him to shame. I recommend you see this in theaters as soon as possible.
Godzilla Minus One.
Tune in every Friday for new movie videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what other movies you would like me to do videos on. Thank you, Mom, for editing the scripts for my movie essays. I appreciate you. Till next time, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.